Hello everyone, my name is Tocho and welcome back to Warcraft 3 Reforged. Last time we played around with Illidan a bit. He absorbed the powers of the Skull of Gul'dan, which was halted the corruption of, I believe it was Felwood, although the entire base Mount Hyjal area, including like Moonglade, Ashenvale, Duskwood, places like that, are now saved from demonic corruption because of that skull. He did take it unto himself, turning him into some kind of a demon hybrid, and was banished by his brother for blasphemy, essentially. But believe we're coming up on the last mission of the Reign of Chaos campaign. So we're gonna jump right into this cutscene we need to watch, The Last Guardian.
We have no time for this. What are we doing out here?
Last night in a dream, a great raven spoke to me and summoned me to this place.
We were summoned here as well.
Who are you, Outlanders?
I am Thrall, son of Duratan, war chief of the Horde.
And I am Jaina Proudmoore, leader of the human survivors of Lordaeron.
You are not welcome here.
Peace, priestess. They've come to aid you against the Legion.
It was you in my dream. But who are you to make such an offer to us?
I am the reason for the Legion's return. Years ago, I brought the orcs into this world, and by doing so, I opened a path for the demons as well. For my sins, I was murdered by those who I cared for most. Despite my death, war raged across the lands of the East for many long years, leaving entire kingdoms devastated in its wake. Now, at long last, I have returned to set things right. I am Medivh, the last Guardian. I tell you now, the only chance for this world is for you to unite in arms against the enemies of all who live.
I'm sorry I'm late. It's just as we feared. Archimonde and his Doomguard are making their way towards the summit. He'll be here any moment.
10,000 years ago, we Night Elves defeated the Burning Legion. Though the rest of the world was shattered, we were left free to live out our immortal lives in peace, bound to the World Tree. We are its protectors, and through it we were granted immortality and power over nature. Now, at last, it is time we gave that power back.
You realize that we will age as these mortals do. Our powers over nature will wane in time.
If pride gives us pause, my love, then perhaps we have lived long enough already. I will proceed to the summit and prepare our defenses there. Whatever comes, my love, remember, our bond is eternal.
Hear me, Night Elves. The time for reckoning has come.
If you can provide our bases with support and keep us from being overwhelmed, Thrall and I will delay Archimonde's ascent.
Your plan is a bold one, girl. Perhaps I have misjudged you, Outlanders. May Elune shine upon you.
To arms, my brethren. To arms, brave orcs and humans. Twilight falls, and the enemy awaits.
Okay, so we are Tyrande station down here.
What threatens these
Tyrion's up here at our
lands?
base. Okay. So this is a holdout mission. We now have access to hippogriffs, apparently. I'll get into those in a second.
Has sleep
So in the
dulled my
cutscene, we
senses?
finally learn the identity of the prophet
Press the
is
attack.
Medivh, who I believe it was addressed in Warcraft 1. He is the guardian of Tirsful, I believe, is like his
shall be
proper
done.
title. Essentially, he's an extremely powerful sorcerer who's
Priestess
tasked with
Tyrande,
defending.
The undead have begun to construct a new settlement. It won't be long before they start attacking our allies.
What was I
By
saying?
enemy.
It's essentially his job to protect the world from extraplanar magical threats. But at birth, he was possessed by Sargeras, which is pretty much the demon, the one behind the Burning Legion. There's a lot more to it than that, but that's the basis we need to know.
Research finished.
As a baby, he was possessed by Sargeras, and make sure I'm handling this real
The
quick.
undead are attacking. Send help.
He was possessed by Sargeras, and he used his influence over Medivh to ensure the bringing of the Legion into Azeroth. Okay, so we need...
Our warriors have engaged
Let's go ahead and get some
the enemy.
upgrades going. I've got to try and stay focused a bit. Let's get upgrades going for that. We've got a couple extra gold mines here we need to go ahead and claim.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
So, for this mission, we have to hold out for another 43. I'm assuming it was 50 or 45 minutes when I started talking. Hey,
Let's
Chandris
get
is
going.
here.
Research finished.
Nice. We just have to hold out.
Research finished.
We can try using a similar method as we
lumber
did
is
the Undead campaign, as far as just building up defensive structures, which may or may not actually be useful, considering that ours can actually move.
Research finished.
But Thrall and Jaina, the orc and the humans, are going to help
More lumber is required.
slow their
warriors
ascent.
have
They are going to
engaged the
eventually
enemy.
overrun Jaina's base and Thrall's base.
Research finished.
So we need to just last as long as we physically can. So let's just keep the
More
upgrades
lumber is
rolling.
required.
Let's keep lumber going. Malfurion does have access to his ultimate ability now, which is Tranquility. Where is Malfurion? There he is.
Something is amiss.
Which is I've talked about it a couple times, but it is a rather large
Asterodanador.
healer. It's a
Research finished.
area of effect heal. That's actually pretty potent. As opposed to Tyrande's, which is a massive AoE damage.
Research finished.
So pair them together and they're really strong on holdout missions. I don't think I have to actually attack these furbolgs. I can just go and take the got a merchant over here that doesn't have anything. Invulnerability might be nice. Mana healing, town portal could come in handy. Let's just make sure I get all our upgrades rolling because we're fine enough to hold out as we are.
More
Allies'
lumber is
town needs
required.
help.
Our warriors
We do have access to a new unit now.
Your mandate,
Okay.
Research finished.
the goddess calls. Your building is complete.
The new unit is the Hippogriff, which is I think it's our flying unit. I mean, you see it here. This is a Hippogriff rider. The Hippogriffs have a neat thing where they can pick up archers, and the archers can ride on their backs, giving them
Research
aerial mobility. But the Hippogriffs themselves can only
Your
attack
building
aerial
is
units,
complete.
so their air attack is disabled while an archer is on their back.
By
Okay, so we need to start rebuilding after that. Are you being healed?
waiting on you.
I can't tell. It looks like you were. So we need to start
Research
reinforcing
finished.
down here. So let's get a rally points. We need to start building up extra Ancients of Wars and lore.
Research finished. Insufficient gold. Your building is complete. Insufficient
Our allies'
gold. Town needs help.
Gee, I'm gonna need you to pick up the slack here. And it seems to be on a fairly short cooldown as well, tranquility.
The goddess
Goddess, like my Your building is complete.
We are actually holding our own at the moment.
Anudora.
We'd probably send some, Oops, what's I'm looking for? Probably start building up some protectors down here as well. But I need to get better income.
Goddess, light my path.
The sleeper has awakened.
So let's just rally some woods down here and we can pull off of there.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Make sure that gets full.
Insufficient gold.
And I'm not too worried about making too many wisps, because once this gold mine goes down, it's not like the acolytes that can't really do anything.
The land and I are one.
We can just use them to build protectors as well.
Goddess, light my path.
I need to get another Ancient of War and an Ancient of Lore going.
The sleeper has awakened.
I could send
Our
them down
allies' town needs
to
help. Our warriors have engaged.
quite close to here so the reinforcements come quicker. But I don't want to risk losing losing them to an assault.
Goddess, light my
Where
path.
shall I strike? Of course.
Our allies' town needs help.
I'm awake.
The goddess
In position.
Someone comes
The
a while.
sleeper
So yeah,
has
just to run them up here and together as they are is pretty powerful in defending.
Our time is short.
Immediately.
Let's get some better vision out here. Oh, that's lovely. So I'm not sure they're actually going to attack us with the Frostworms, but they're there to deter us from attacking the base. Especially since units just keep spawning in down here. Oh, wait, no. I stand corrected again.
Someone
They are definitely going to attack us with the Frostworms.
By Elune.
Your building,
Our allies'
town
units.
needs
So
help.
be it.
I'm awake. I'm awake.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy. Insufficient gold.
Did I ever finish filling that? Yes, I did.
Our allies' town needs help.
I stand ready.
Trying to not lose the bears.
Our allies' town needs help.
Bloody hell.
The great outdoors.
I'm not doing great, guys. Not gonna lie.
Our
this
warriors
has been
have
going well.
engaged the enemy.
I'm gonna have to actually look up a strategy on how to do this efficiently, because I barely scratch by my teeth every time.
Insufficient gold. Our
Archers.
allies' town needs help.
I stand ready.
Have any of my wisps made it down here? Yes.
The great outdoors. We can't build there.
I stand ready.
Insufficient gold. Insufficient gold. Insufficient gold.
Again. How expensive are these things? Not too bad for a
The
building.
great outdoors. Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Someone threatens the wild.
Our allies' town needs help.
Yeah, that's pretty powerful. Hello.
The goddess calls.
I stand ready. The great outdoors.
So be it.
Hi! A Kalamor. In the name of Cenarius.
Your building is complete. Your building is complete. Your building is complete. By Elune.
It
building
might do
is
some
the
good to
great
build moon wells,
outdoors.
maybe?
Your move. Someone threatens the wilds.
Because I don't think I'm going to
Your
have the
building is
micromanaging
Is there trouble?
prowess
As
to
the
manage
goddess wills.
Druids of the Claw for healing.
Our
Asher
allies'
Thoraman.
town needs
No,
help.
it's just going to be a waste. They have chaos damage coming in.
Your building is complete. So be it.
Going back to the trees.
Too easy. The goddess calls.
Okay, could you
The
not?
great outdoors.
I heed the voice of the wind.
We could bring in the hippogriffs to counter the frostworms.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Let's just keep
An
going.
allied champion is fallen. The great outdoors.
Walk away.
Or I can just keep bringing people down.
Insufficient gold.
I'd love to have
Our
the
warriors have engaged the enemy.
bears.
Insufficient gold.
But they're too expensive to just send in there to die. It would seem. I need to
More
get
lumber
upgrades
is
going.
required.
I stand ready.
We've got 2 upgrades. Finish out your entangling roots. You're level 10. You're level 10.
By Elune.
What whiz do I have left? None.
The great outdoors.
I stand ready.
I might lose those buildings until the wisp can get down here. Yeah, the wave's already coming in. I don't have time to send them to eat.
Are we being invaded?
As the goddess wills. By Elune.
Our
Here we go,
allies'
medicine
town
room.
needs help.
I stand ready.
The great outdoors.
That. Hello. Absolutely.
Our allies' town
Big
needs
boy.
help.
I stand ready.
Ah, crap, I got that finger of death spell. I'll be hearing what you do. Still channeling?
The great outdoors.
No, no, you're done. So I'm going to spell damage at the moment.
I stand ready.
And it's back up. Let's get those upgrades rolling in.
More lumber is required.
Sentinels, I stand ready.
There we go.
So be it.
What is nature's call?
As the goddess wills. Your move.
Are we being invaded?
Point the way. Immediately.
I stand ready.
I get another wave incoming. Got quite a bit of time. Tranquility is up though.
For Kalimdor.
Sorry, I don't have a lot of time for commentary. I've got to monitor this as well as I can.
More lumber is required.
Let's max out on our lumber production. Build is still going, nice. No, it just ended.
I stand ready.
Jaina's going down.
Research is complete. An allied champion is fallen.
Still got reinforcements coming in. Let's move back just a little bit in range of the towers.
As the
Your
goddess
building
wills.
is complete.
I stand ready.
Your building is complete.
So be it.
Your building is complete.
Until he's back up. He's got a delightfully short cooldown.
Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
I stand ready. Waiting on you. Immediately.
Our allies' town
You
needs
should be
help.
sure to keep dryads
More
down there
warriors have
required.
engaged
for
the
the
enemy.
to abolish the curses.
By Elim. I stand
Alright, pull
ready.
back.
As the goddess wills.
We've almost made it to the halfway point
So be
with
it.
still keeping Jaina's base up,
Our
so that's
allies'
nice.
The
town
goddess
needs help.
wills.
Hey, don't die.
Done. Fair enough. Immediately.
That's just-
Great out. Research for
I stand ready. So be it. Ashikoran.
Tranquility, come on, come on, come on. Pop it. Here we go.
I stand ready.
More
Our
lumber
allies'
is town
required.
needs help.
Ah,
More
the
lumber is
great
required.
outdoors.
There's so much lumber we need. Are you still channeling off your end?
Our
No, you're not.
allies' town needs help.
A new dawn.
The goddess calls.
In the name of Cenarius.
I stand ready.
For Kalimdor.
Is there trouble?
Ashikoran. By Elim.
Ah, the great outdoors.
Alright.
As the goddess wills.
I guess just keep throwing archers at him.
I stand ready.
Our warriors have
allies'
engaged
town
the enemy.
needs help.
Couldn't hurt to get a third one of those up. All the lumber. All the lumber. Just gonna keep tranquility popping. That looks like it also affects the friendly units. So that'll reinforce Jaina's people as well. I have lost track of all of my people though.
By Elim. I stand ready.
Our allies'
I
town
actually haven't watched Tyrande or Malfurion yet, so that's a step up for me.
Ah, the great outdoors.
We're getting swamped here. We could use some backup.
I'm working. What do you think I've been doing, Jaina?
Your building is complete.
Where's Tyrande?
So be it. As the goddess wills.
Ah, the great outdoors.
Insufficient gold.
Just get as many as we can out.
Our
Insufficient
warriors
gold.
have engaged the enemy.
Alright. We are starting to lose Jaina's base, unfortunately.
On your mark.
Let's redo your
I
rally
stand ready.
down to here.
Immediately. Immediately.
Ah, the great outdoors.
Let's actually hold the tranquility for a second. Yeah, go ahead and pop it. They're here. Starfall incoming. I don't know why I'm doing this, like, calling out raid cooldowns. It's not like anyone's responding to that.
Is there trouble? For the trees.
What I could do, send you guys down here and start setting up a line.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
I stand ready.
Insufficient gold.
So be it. The goddess calls.
Furion, you're good. Tyrande, you're good. Alright. What is the actual cooldown on that? It doesn't say. I would assume, what, 2 minutes?
I stand
3
ready.
minutes?
Point the way.
Just get these built up here and then we can move them
I
down.
stand ready.
Create more moons.
On your mark. I stand ready.
That's all we can really do at this point is just enjoy the ride.
As the goddess wills.
So yeah, archers is right
The goddess calls.
Our warriors have engaged the
Looks like
enemy.
they've interrupted Malfurion.
It shall.
An allied champion has fallen. Our champion has fallen.
Okay, yeah, they're going down. So it's time to redo the rally.
Waiting on
Our
you.
just gotta
champion
fall
has
out.
fallen.
Fair enough.
Have you guys start reinforcing Thrall's base.
Your building is
Meanwhile-
complete. Your building is complete.
And I need to check
Your
on upgrades
building
again.
is complete.
So Thrall's got landmines already.
You are very brave to stand against me, little human. If only your countrymen had been as bold, I would have had more fun scouring your wretched nations from the world.
Is talking all you demons do?
Stormrage, show yourself. Or do you intend to have mortal girls do all your fighting for you?
I'm sorry, he's been on the front line.
Our allies'
Kinda giving
town
you some
needs
shit.
help.
I seem to have lost protectors. What happened there?
Priestess, the undead have constructed a new settlement. They are mustering new forces to send at us. Our allies'
Okay,
town
so let's
needs
move up
help.
here while they're finished clearing out Jaina's base. And while you guys are getting back up, make sure you're coming down here.
We can't build there.
Alright, where's our actual units? Didn't we have some on the field still? Or we had some coming out? No? Okay.
Insufficient gold.
I guess take this moment to, Ooh. What's down here? Oh, there you are.
On your mark. All
Just
too
3 of
easy.
you? It's all that's left, just
Done.
3.
I stand ready.
And take this moment to stockpile a bit of resources while we have our lower upkeeps.
Your building is complete. Your building is complete. Your
This probably isn't
building
going to
is
last long at
complete.
all.
Your
Thrall, if you could
building
whip out
is
some healing
complete.
words, that'd be amazing.
I
Let's go
heed
check
the
what's in
voice
these
of
boxes.
Elune.
Anudora.
Your building is complete.
Induli Refa.
Your building is complete. Your building is complete.
Fair enough.
Our allies' town needs help.
Oh, too easy. Say no more.
I stand.
We're under attack! Send reinforcements quickly!
By Elune. Your name. I heed the voice of Elune.
You check on those upgrades, I guess. Yeah.
I stand ready.
So as much as I'd love to use the hippogriffs, they're a bit superfluous at the
Our
moment.
warriors have engaged the enemy. Insufficient gold. Insufficient
I stand
gold.
Use
ready.
these some dryads out.
Point the way. As the goddess wills. I stand ready. The goddess calls. So be it. I stand ready.
Tyrande, why?
I hear the voice of Elune. Immediately.
I didn't even know she was grouped with the owl.
By Elune. I stand
the
ready.
great outdoors.
As the goddess wills. I stand
There.
ready.
Doesn't seem to have vampiric aura. What does he have, though?
I stand
What
ready.
is
Fury
nature's
in your
call?
makeup?
Sleep dulled my senses.
A little bit, apparently.
What threatens these lands?
Demons.
I stand ready.
Something is amiss.
Demons.
Ashtherodanador.
I don't know what that means.
For Kalimdor.
Sure.
I stand ready.
Research finished.
For Kalimdor.
By Elune.
Has sleep dulled my senses?
Yes. Oh, that's a force. Definitely going to starfall that.
On your mark.
Going to build just a couple of glaive throwers.
Create more moonwells.
Just to kind of keep
Our
holding the back.
warriors have engaged the enemy.
Someone threatens the wild.
The land and I are one.
So be it.
Infernal!
What threatens these lands?
Ashritorama.
Has sleep dulled my senses?
It seems to have blocked their abomination behind the
Our
wall there.
warriors have engaged the enemy.
Waiting on you. So be it.
See, normally
As the
archers
goddess
wouldn't be the
wills.
best choice to go up against a force like this, but since we have such a great
I
heal,
stand ready.
we're not really... I mean, we're losing archers, but we're not losing them as fast as we would.
The
Like, they'll
land
survive a
and
couple
I are
rounds.
one. It shall
Fury,
be
and you
done.
hang back.
The
Tyrande,
goddess calls.
just keep doing that, I guess. Why aren't you
Insufficient
crafting?
gold. Our allies' town needs help. Create more moonwells.
Oh, that's why. We're supply locked.
Create more moonwells. Create more moonwells.
Didn't realize he gets bigger when we recast that, apparently. Also, he's not... doesn't have a casting animation. That can't be right.
Research finished.
So be it. Point the way.
Lost one more shot of that. Nice.
As As the goddess wills.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Threatens these lands.
Just keep you guys in the back line. Could you not, please?
Say no more. Fair enough.
What threatens these lands? Something is amiss. I sleep without my senses.
Not a lot of movie commentary, for me at least, I'm sorry. I'd love to keep this entertaining, but I keep having to focus on this. Oh, now that's interesting. I am getting bloodlust from the friendly shamans, so that's going to help out a lot. Only little bloodless Tyrande. And if only Illidan was still around. But you know.
As the goddess wills.
The land and
You only
I
saved
are
your
one.
forest, but whatever.
So be it.
Research finished.
I sleep without my
Another
senses.
wave tree bully. That is
I stand ready.
the cooldown on that is nice. I like.
As the goddess wills. I stand ready. So be it. I stand ready. By a leader.
14 minutes left. And they're trickling in. They're not going as a full-on attack force at the moment.
I stand as ready. The goddess wills. Immediately.
The land and I are one.
Let's keep those going.
Create more moon
That's fine.
By Elune.
Just send out the scout again.
I stand ready.
I'm just going with abominations. They've got Archimonde's here. It'd be interesting if he shows up in the next round. They just seem to be loading up on necromancers though. Also, I noticed Arthas isn't involved in this fight. But he is here in Kalimdor. I wonder what he's doing. And how Archimonde doesn't seem to care that he's not here. Just a bunch of... That shouldn't be too bad, actually. Starfall's a great counter to that.
The goddess calls.
What threatens these lands?
So be it. By Elune.
Just take out the casters. Or they can start resing. Not too bad around at all, actually. I wonder if the Dryads are able to abolish the disease.
Something is amiss.
I stand ready.
Yeah, this spell lasts 30 seconds, but it has a minute cooldown, so when it's finished casting, it's halfway off cooldown.
I stand
Lovely.
ready. As the goddess wills.
Buddy, you have been hanging on there. Go treat yourself to a tree. You've earned it. Poor thing. Oh. What's coming up? Abominations and frostworms.
Something is amiss.
The stasis traps the witch doctors are laying out are pretty handy as well. Oh, the Infernal Winter from Malfurion. Because they stun whenever they land. Hey, all you extra guys, do something about that.
As sleep dulled my senses.
I stand ready.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
I stand ready.
Insufficient
ready.
gold.
Get some more dryads out, just in case.
What threatens these lands?
Let's go ahead and pop that while we're waiting for the wave.
I stand ready. So be it. I stand ready.
Ooh. This is going fairly smoothly. We got 10 minutes left. I am worried about this next push though, because I think it's designed to overwhelm every 10 minutes. And then we gotta worry about defending on our own.
I stand ready.
That's a healthy looking... Okay. Oh, I also noticed up here the, we start seeing Whisk come over and, start, I guess, nurturing the tree. Gathering power and whatnot.
The land and I are one. A new dawn.
Well,
Threatens these lands.
Our allies' town needs help.
I stand ready.
As sleep dulled my senses.
yeah, that's not the greatest thing. All the Fellhounds have been mana burning
stand ready.
Malfurion. So now we might be in a bit of trouble for, healing. Oh, he's got Resurrection, lovely.
I stand ready.
Is amiss.
Ah, the great outdoors.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
I stand
Insufficient
ready.
gold.
I stand ready.
I guess just in case, let's start building up down here.
Insufficient gold.
I stand ready.
So we can hold the perimeter if we happen to lose Thrall. I think it's possible to do this without
Our
losing Thrall's
gold mine
base.
is running low.
I stand ready.
The land and I are one.
I stand
the
ready.
great outdoors.
Your move.
Where's all the Dryads
I
going?
stand ready.
I'm hearing them come in. I'm hearing them come in. What is that? Healing wards?
Has sleep dulled my senses?
I stand ready.
Our allies' town needs help.
Where are the Dryads? They're here.
Ah, the great outdoors.
The goddess calls.
Our allies' town needs help.
Keep this up for a little bit until we get something on cooldown.
A new dawn.
Oh, you're asleep. Lovely.
Threatens these lands.
I stand ready. The goddess
Ah,
calls.
the great outdoors. In the name of Sanaria. Ah, the great outdoors.
I stand ready. I stand ready. Away. Immediately. Waiting on you.
Doesn't look like they can take off the disease cloud.
I stand
The
ready.
great outdoors. Ah, the great outdoors.
I stand
Create more
ready.
moonwells. Insufficient
We can't
gold.
build there. I
Create
stand
more
ready.
moonwells. Insufficient gold. Our warriors have engaged the enemy. Create more moonwells.
Ah, the great
Our
outdoors.
allies' town needs help. Is there
Ah,
no
the
more
great
moonwells? Our gold mine has collapsed.
Let's repurpose
I
you guys.
stand ready. I stand ready.
Insufficient gold.
I
Insufficient
stand
gold.
ready.
Our allies' town needs help.
I
great
stand
outdoors.
ready. I am. I stand ready.
Your building is
I
complete.
stand ready.
Your building is complete.
So be it.
Your
I stand
building
ready.
is complete. Our warriors
They're
have
attacking
engaged
two
the
fronts
enemy.
here.
I stand ready.
By enemy.
I keep wondering how they're slipping
As
by.
the
I didn't
goddess
notice this down
wills.
here.
I stand ready. Point the way.
As the goddess
Something
wills.
is amiss.
I stand ready. I stand ready. I stand ready. I am marked.
We hold out for 4 more minutes, so could have happened.
Your building is complete. Our warriors have engaged the enemy. Our allies' town needs help.
Something is amiss.
An allied champion has fallen. Sentinels
The
attack.
land and I are one.
There's Tyrande.
Our champion has fallen.
Start redirecting to here.
Threatens these lands.
Our allies' town needs help.
Something is amiss. For Kalimdor, it shall be done. Ashtherodanador.
Our allies'
Kalimdor.
town needs help. Our warriors have engaged the enemy. Insufficient gold.
The land and I are one. Anudora. Ashtherodanador.
Our allies' town needs help. Insufficient Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
Hold them up here.
What threatens these lands? Has sleep dulled my senses?
Our
shall
allies'
be
town
done.
needs help. Our sacred grove is being
Has sleep
desecrated.
dulled my
trees.
senses?
Tyrande, you're
I
coming
stand
up, right?
ready.
No, forgot to press the button. Lovely.
Threatens
Well,
these
the base is still
The
technically
great
up.
outdoors.
We can just hold them there for 2 minutes. I mean, I think we got this. I mean, they're so distracted down there, they can't get up here in time. Like, physically, they can't tear through all this in time.
Ashtherodanador.
I stand ready.
So I think we've won? Oh, crap, Resurrection.
Are we being invaded?
Our allies' town needs help.
You orcs are weak and hardly worth the effort. I wonder why Manaroth even bothered with you.
Our spirit is stronger than you know, demon. If we are to fall, then so be it. At least now, we are free.
This little whelp actually hurt me. Are there there none left to stand against the Legion? This is almost too easy. If I had known that this mortal resistance would be so weak, I would have launched this invasion centuries ago.
Our allies' town needs help.
Hi!
Okay, so let's just take a second to regroup. After you're gonna go
The
hug a
land
fountain.
and I are one.
I stand ready.
Our allies' Priestess, the undead have constructed a final settlement. They are mustering new forces with every passing moment.
But can they do it in less than 2 minutes?
I stand ready.
Insufficient gold.
As soon as Tyrande gets up, I'm gonna scout down there and see what's
I
happening.
stand ready.
Because I think they do still have to physically create the base and then start waves.
I stand ready.
The goddess calls.
Okay, so add your group 1.
Waiting on you.
Let's get you guys in position.
I stand ready.
They got the demon lords up. They're gonna start with the ghoul wave again.
I stand ready.
Luckily they're ignoring the healing wards. Looks like they're starting with the ghoul wave. They're not gonna get this in a minute. Nice. So yeah, we won. Unless...
Come, you night elves! Where is the fire and the passion with which you fought so long ago?
I stand ready.
Archimonde's coming himself. It's fine. He's got 30 seconds.
By Elune. As
Get
the
him up here
goddess
so we at
wills.
least get some extra healing from the fountain.
By
No, no, no.
Elune.
Grab him. Grab him. Grab him. Grab him. Jerk.
Something is amiss.
He has divine armor, so I can't actually do anything to him, but I can distract him for 5 seconds.
Our sacred grove is
All
being
right.
desecrated.
Archimonde's victory here has made him overconfident. He will not see the trap that I laid for him until it is too late.
At last, the way to the World Tree is clear. Witness the end, you mortals. The final hour has come.
The Outlanders held him back as long as they could. Were you successful in planning the summit's defense?
Yes. Now our victory is assured.
The roots will heal in time, as will the entire world. The sacrifices have been made. Just as the orcs, humans, and night elves discarded their old hatreds and stood united against a common foe, so did nature herself rise up to banish the shadow forever. As for me, I came back to ensure that there would be a future, to teach the world that it no longer needed guardians. The hope for future generations has always resided in mortal hands. And now that my task is done, I will take my place amongst the legends of the past.
Alright, so that ends the Night Elf campaign and the Reign of Chaos portion of Warcraft 3. One thing I did forget to mention at the start, because I got distracted really quickly, is that particular mission is one that you get to play out in World of Warcraft during the Burning Crusade raid, the Battle for Mount Hyjal. It's one of the time-walking raids where you go back in time and assist in making sure that these events play out as they should, because there's people trying to mess with time, and if they mess with time, then it screws up things, and even events that seem destructive, like the culling of Stratholme, have to happen for things to actually turn out good in the end. So you're protecting that. What else was there? So Medivh, it's not the last that we'll see of him. He pops up every now and again. Even though he was possessed at birth by Sargeras, and Sargeras has been maddeningly interfering with his own, Medivh's mind throughout his entire life, he had enough power and foresight to leave traces of himself to guide future generations, if that made any sense at all. He did manage to get off a lot of planning, and he set things into motion that trigger when certain things happen that he's seen in his visions of the future, to help guide things along, to make sure things don't go to shit. But yeah, that's gonna call it here. Remember to leave a like if you liked, subscribe if you want to see more, and we'll see you all in the next video with the Frozen Throne. We're gonna believe that one continues with the Night Elf campaign to start. On the hunt for Illidan, actually, we get to introduce to a new Night Elf hero, Maiev. She is a warden, because each of the races get a fourth hero in Frozen Throne, and she's the one who was tasked with overseeing Illidan's jail, and she doesn't take too kindly that one of her prisoners has escaped, so we get to hang out with her a little bit in the next episode. But until then, I'll see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.